Yep, this is the Monuments Men of Ben Affleck's filmography. Hey everyone, welcome to another review. Here's my review for the movie Live by Night. Yes, Live by Night stars Ben Affleck, Gleeson, Zoe Saldana, and Sienna Miller, and this movie's written and directed by Ben Affleck himself. Yes, Ben Affleck, we all know Ben Affleck is a great actor and stuff. We know him as Batman, we know him as Bartleby from Dogma, well I do, but we also know him as a director. He has directed some great movies in the past few years, like Gone Baby Gone, The Town, and Argo, and he just blew us away with his amazing direction. Like, his three movies that he directed are some amazing films, and I never thought Ben Affleck would be this great of a filmmaker. So when I heard he was making a gangster movie and he was writing and directing it, I was so freaking pumped to see it. Even the trailers for this movie looked freaking awesome. And now I finally got to see this movie, and it was okay, I guess. Yeah. Out of Ben Affleck's directing filmography, this is hands down his weakest movie. Gone Baby Gone, The Town, and Argo are amazing movies. All three of those movies are 10 out of 10 films. They're all fantastic movies. Wow, this movie is just a huge step down for Ben Affleck, like, my god. And he did some good movies this year, like The Accountant was a great movie. He was the best part of Batman v Superman. So I was excited for this movie. I'm like, yes, we finally get to see a gangster movie that has Ben Affleck in it, and he's writing and directing it. That sounds so cool, but this movie was so dull and kind of underwhelming, and I really didn't give a shit, and it's not very memorable. As soon as I left the theater after I saw this movie, I didn't even remember what the lead character's name was. I barely remembered some parts of the story, and I just watched it. I literally just watched it. It was a 2.5-hour movie, and I forgot moments of the movie because this movie is pretty darn forgettable. It's not a bad movie, it's just a very forgettable and pretty underwhelming movie, and even at times really boring. Like, it was really disappointing. Like, there are good things with this movie. Live by Night is not a total drag, but again, for Ben Affleck, it's a drag because Ben Affleck has done such great films with his directing and his writing. My god, again. Like, he was great though. Like, Ben Affleck's performance in this movie was fine. He's not great, but he was fine. Gleeson also, he was fine. The actresses, on the other hand, were Zoe Saldana. I love Zoe Saldana, but she's kind of wooden in this movie. Sienna Miller is just kind of in this movie, so yeah. Some of the actresses could have been a little better casted in this movie, or better directed by Ben Affleck. That's another thing that was a problem with this movie. Ben Affleck's direction. Ben Affleck's an amazing director. I'm excited for the Batman movie, but his direction was really sloppy with this movie. Like, the pacing was unbearably slow, and not even for a reason. It's not like in an artistic way, or a tonal way, or a storytelling way. Like, maybe it works for the story, but no, it's slow for no damn reason. It's slow to be boring. That's exactly what this movie is slow for. It's slow to be boring. Some movies are slow to be poetic, or powerful, or atmospheric, or works for the tone, or works for the story. No, this movie's just slow just for the sake of being slow. Like, I have no idea why. I think this movie was trying to be like The Town meets The Godfather, or it meets Lawless or something, or The Untouchables and stuff, but it's none of those movies, actually. I think this movie should just try to be its own gangster movie. And, like, I love gangster movies. Like, I love gangster movies. Like, I watch Goodfellas and The Godfather at least once a month. Those are amazing movies. This is no Godfather, this is no Goodfellas. And again, I thought, of all filmmakers who can make a good gangster movie, I thought Ben Affleck would be a good choice because he's made crime movies before. Like, The Town and Gone Baby Gone are crime movies. They're not gangster movies, but they're crime movies, so I thought this was like an easy walk in the park for Ben Affleck, but apparently not. Like I said in the beginning, this is the Monuments Men of Ben Affleck's filmography, because, well, I'm talking about George Clooney, because George Clooney is also a writer and director, and he directed amazing movies like Good Night and Good Luck and The Ides of March. But then he did the movie The Monuments Men. He wrote and directed that movie, and I was really excited for that movie, but that movie, again, not a terrible movie, but a very dull and very underwhelming and very forgettable movie. That's kind of what Live by Night is. It's a very forgettable movie. It's not terrible. It's like The Monuments Men. It's not a terrible movie. It's just not that great of a movie. I'll probably don't even remember this movie. And this is a Ben Affleck movie. I always remember Ben Affleck movies, even his shitty ones like Geely. I don't know why I mentioned Geely. I fucking hate Geely. But anyways, this movie had potential. There's other good things in it. There's some cool action sequences. Don't expect an action movie. Please do not expect an action movie. There's not a lot of action scenes. There's a couple. And the couple that are in this movie are pretty freaking awesome to watch. They're pretty freaking cool. And there's a couple scenes that were pretty funny and pretty clever and stuff when it comes to its story, even with its humor and its references, but all in all, the movie was still dull, and I just wanted this movie to be interesting, and it really wasn't. I thought maybe the third act would have this amazing, badass payoff, and no, it was just like the whole movie. It was just an underwhelming third act, and then the movie just kind of ends, and you're like, oh, that's it? Well, okay, I guess that's it. That's Live by Night. Very underwhelming Ben Affleck movie. Again, it's not a bad movie. It's not. It's not a bad movie. I could actually see maybe some people even liking this movie. That's fine. Personally, I thought it was fine, but I definitely wouldn't watch this movie again. Maybe if someone desperately wanted to watch it, maybe I'd watch it with them, but this is definitely a one-time watch, and definitely one of the most disappointing movies of the year. I was so pumped to see this movie. This is Ben Affleck. This is directing Ben Affleck. Not actor Ben Affleck. Well, he's in the movie as an actor, but when he writes and directs a movie, I'm always excited because he's 3 for 3. Now he's 3.5 for 4. Like, this movie just, again, it's underwhelming. I've said underwhelming like a bajillion times already, but this movie's underwhelming, and I don't know if I can recommend this movie. If you're a die-hard Ben Affleck fan, you might be disappointed, but who knows? Some people might like it. I know there's an audience for this movie. Maybe hardcore gangster movie lovers might enjoy this movie. Who knows? But for me, it was just okay. Nothing terrible. It was just okay. So yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give the movie Live by Night a 6.3 out of 10. So yeah, it was disappointing. Not a bad movie, but a very disappointing movie. So yeah, that was my review for the movie Live by Night. So in the comment section below, please tell me, what is your favorite movie directed by Ben Affleck? My favorite is obviously The Town. The Town is amazing. It goes The Town, Gone Baby Gone, Argo, Live by Night. But yeah, what is your favorite movie directed by Ben Affleck? Comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like this video, please like, subscribe to this channel, and join the dark side.